project. Our next speakers are with Alphacat. We've got the Director of Technology. He presided over design and establishment of a complete trading system from scratch, including the trading engine, a strategy backtesting engine, data gateway, transaction interfaces, underlying architecture, and a big data analysis system construction and maintenance, and has helped manage over 100 million RMB of fund products. Joining him will be Kenneth Shah, an advisor from Badwater Capital. Give it up.
Okay, so this is... Do I just start? Oh, okay. Hi, everyone. Good to see you all here. So we're here to introduce Alphacat, which is a decentralized algorithmic trading platform. Led by Dr. Li Bing, who unfortunately couldn't be with us today. He was an ex-director of the trading floor at UBS. Right now, the team has around 20 or so researchers who are working on a variety of proprietary algorithms. They've raised over 80 million RMB to date in equity funding. And we're here to talk today about their blockchain project. Right, so Alphacat in essence is a quantitative investment platform for cryptocurrency. Essentially what we'd like to do is sort of cut out the middleman and reduce the barrier to entry to access for a lot of these quantitative analysis tools and algorithms that normally wouldn't be available to the regular consumer. In general, if you'd like to be able to use these tools, have access to the insights that they offer, any sort of data analysis that they offer, it's generally relegated to fairly large financial firms. This marketplace is going to be built on the Neo blockchain, and so the core idea with Alphacat is to make investing for the retail consumer as easy as buying a bottle of Coke. Fintech, right, has changed the way that people run business. This is the UBS trading floor 15 years ago. Now it's largely been replaced by various algorithms. A lot of automation has sort of relegated this entire space pretty empty. Li Bing himself would be able to tell you that this used to be a massive warehouse, something like as large as like a football field. In general as well, fintech will outperform humans in wealth management. We see examples of this an example is with AlphaGo defeating one of the human champions at the game of Go. The team actually has the creator of AlphaGo on their team of researchers, helping them with their quantitative algorithms. And so the general problem that we're trying to solve, right, is that the average person has no easy way to sort of have access to these algorithmic trading robots. It's fairly difficult for the layman to be able to even have access to the research, to be able to begin building their own. There are a fair number of websites and products that allow you to create light versions of these bots, maybe run a few back tests, but nowhere near the level of depth and complexity that a full-time researcher would be able to allow. And on the other side of this issue is a lot of these researchers tend to have to work for big firms. The only sort of benefit that they see, right, is in the form of a salary, maybe a bonus if performance has been well. Higher level, possibly carry from the firm. But for a lot of the researchers that may not be a part of these firms, don't get to see as many direct benefits. So at the core of this marketplace are three types of users. The first type are the architects. These are essentially users who come in and come up with investment theses that are then able to be executed by what we call engineers, algorithm creators who will be able to quantify these theses and execute them as forecasting algorithms. And at the very other end of the spectrum, we have surveyors. These will be the everyday users who decide to access these algorithms, whether for their own decision making in their trading or for their own personal research. And yeah, in general, what we'd like to do is also make this as user-friendly as possible. As I'm sure a lot of you are aware, there are quite a few, maybe not algorithmic trading platforms, but even amongst exchanges, the user experience isn't particularly intuitive. I'm sure there have been a lot of us who have fat-fingered trades on Ether Delta, accidentally sold for far too little. Yeah, so Peter here will explain sort of the more technical details of how this operates.
Okay, thank you, Kenny. And I'm Peter Yan, and I will talk about how we create robots and how it works. So we Alphacat will create robot investment managers that learn from the best human investors, just like Warren Buffett. You can see from the picture that the green line is Robert Buffett, and the blue line is the real Buffett, and the red line is overall American markets. So you can see from the picture that the Robert Buffett defeats the real Buffett's record. And more robot traders by proven algorithms will be offered on Alphacat platform for everyone to use. The left side is neural net forecast for Bitcoin price. And the right side is adaptive CTA strategy for the also Bitcoin price. And how to use it is very easy. Just pick up a robot with a proven profitable record and attach it to your account and just hit go and make profit. So yesterday, some friends asked me why Alphacat and why Neo. Now I can answer. First, we have the outperformance than other AI models. Do you have ever heard about AI EQ? That's AI ETF powered by IBM. I saw it yesterday. It makes 1.5% last 3 years, which means 6 to 7% annual return. And our AI model can reach 25 annual return. That you can reach it on the internet. It can be publicly reached. And more robots are being developed. You can see from here there are FutureCat, BitCat, AttributeCat, Alphacat #1, and EthereumCat, FlashCat, and MagicCat. Maybe you can notice that all of these robots need to transaction to make profits. So you can't imagine that if you use the Bitcoin blockchain or Ethereum blockchain to do these things, because you need to wait a long time and the spread will disappear. And so, Neo, I think is a better choice. And service. These are service structures provided by Alphacat, but at the time limits, I will not expand here. If you have any further questions, you can ask me later. And we have 4 patents in fintech issued by USPTO. The first is market natural stock pairing trading model, and the second is automatic analysis of financial assets. The third is general timing based on artificial neural network. It's used for financial product prediction system, and investment graphic automatic search system for technical analysis. And our flagship fund of our flagship robot the Alphacat #1 has won the ECI Gold Award for Science and Technology Innovation in 2016. And here, our team includes many experts from in fintech, AI, and big data. We have our leader Li Bing. He has gained his PhD in physics from New York University and has more than 21 years of experience in financial industry and quantitative trading in Wall Street. He was vice president at Merrill Lynch and executive director, head of global strategy trading group, and at UBS. And he co-founded aastocks.com, which is now the most popular financial website in Hong Kong. And he has managed more than $10 billion USD. And here we have done many business relationship with some financial institutions. Most of them are Chinese security and future companies. And here, these are our cooperative partners. You can see Neo on-chain, chain founder, Next blockchain. And since we launched our project, we received more than 20 institution investors and individual investors. Also, we welcome everyone who wants to help us to reach the same vision to make make investing as easy as possible. And our Alphacat token has done ICO 2 weeks ago. And here is our Alphacat token flow in our platform. Right. And we think Alphacat will lead us to decentralization, quantification of the future, and we can record the Uncle Da yesterday said about smart economy. That is, they are digitalized and programmable and trustless. I think Alphacat has the same vision.
Yeah. Seeing as we also have a little bit of time, wanted to talk a bit more about sort of our rollout too. We believe more in research-backed forecasting as opposed to sort of the usual crowdsource predictive markets. And so what we'll be doing is gradually rolling out an invite program. We're going to be seeding our own algorithms to begin with to set sort of a standard for how the process will work. To speak a little bit more about the token use case as well, it's not going to be a direct payment system. We're going to be requiring people to stake tokens for access to forecasting data or even the trading algorithm robots. And what gets rewarded to these creators is going to be dependent on the level of their success.
OK. Thank you for the support.
Thank you.